In the audio, Albert Park talks about the activities of the United Nations Environmental Programme, or UNEP, in order to fight against the desertification of soils, focusing in the importance and consequence of that process. He said that the desertification is a world problem with over 100 countries with problems in this area, and this makes a problem because transform healthy and useful land in useless areas for agricultural use. In our countries, this is a very important problem because our economic model is based in the agriculture, and if we don't have good soils to produce in future, we're going to have very important social problems like poverty or hunger. This desertification of soils has many origins, and the most important are the drought for long times, the poor management of soils without preservation practice, and without interest in the conservation of these resources in the time. Other cause is the cut down of forests because the forest species are very important in the conservation of soils for their action and in the action of the roots containing the soil particles and make a coverture against the action of wind or rains that make a rain off. But the deforestation is a very complicated problem for soil because with this the degradation that we will have cause less production lands, and in future we will cannot plant other trees, making a total desertification. Other cause of soil degradation is the overgrazing, and this is the overexploitation of an area of land for the alimentation of cows, goats, sheep, or other animals. Because with this action, the soils can be compacted and degraded for the constant trampling. So, in future, when rains begin, the water won't be able to get it of soils, and with that making a big problem of runoff. And with that, we will lose important nutrients and characteristics of our soils. The complication of this kind of degradation is that when an area of land is not used for pasturage, the farmer move their livestock to healthy areas and more productive areas with good fertilization and good characteristics of soils. But in the pass of time, they will degrade these areas too because they don't do other actions to preserve the soil, because they don't know the importance of the soil preservation and the effects in future of this degradation. So with all this information, I learned that desertification is a very important problem for all the humans because this problematic has effects in our food source and our food security, and this is a very bad action for the future of all the humans, because the soil and for the future will have severely consequence. For that, Albert Park in the audio say that in 2020 6 million of people in the world will have problems for this desertification, and problems, social problems, and very special in the poor countries in the sub-Saharan Africa, in Latin America, in the Southern Asia, because these areas are very poor and has a big dependence of the agriculture. For that, we are included in this problematic because our countries are in Latin America and has a big relation with the agriculture. And as an agronomist worker, we must take action to fight against this problematic. So when we go out of the university, we must have a clearly clearly thoughts about this problematic and about the good ways to have a sustainable productions, and we must plant young trees after a deforestation, and it's very important the use of crops as a break wind to avoid the wind actions in the soil, and the use of other practice in order to preserve our soils. Thank you.